Open the Uber app. Surprise number one, they don't accept cash. They only take credit card. I don't have a credit card. I just landed in the US. So how do I get to San Jose? I only had $1,000 in my pocket to spend until I get paid. We're thirsty. Google tells us you can't drink the tap water. Water is not drinkable. The trouble was, how do we carry this heavy 24 bottle crate back to the Airbnb, because it's very heavy. I see this guy. This guy is talking to a tree. That's kind of weird. We can just, oh boy. I don't like your bikes. They didn't hear that. What's up guys, welcome to my new video. It's nice sunny out here today, so I've got rid of my jacket. Most of the people were like, you should change your orange jacket if you're fed up of that. So I've not changed it, I've just taken it off because it's not that cold today. It's nice sunny. I was like, let's take a stroll and record the new video. So here it is. Today we're going to talk about the challenges that I faced when I landed in the US for work purposes. I mean, this story resonates with most of the people who go abroad for work purposes. So my initial encounter was a testament to resilience, where I only had $1,000 in my pocket to spend until I get paid. Well, I have my hotel booked for like 10 days ish, not hotel, Airbnb, and my job was in San Jose, and the flight lands in San Francisco. Well, there are flights in San Jose, but they're expensive because it's not a very busy airport as San Francisco. So in San Francisco, you get cheaper tickets. Anyways, landed in San Francisco, got my bag, got the immigrations done, standing outside the airport. Now what I have to do is get to San Jose, right? Simple, easy. Took out my phone, I was like, oh, I got my SIM card also from the airport. Expensive, but I got it from there. I had no other option, so I got it from there, the data package. Opened the Uber app, selected my address, requested a ride. Surprise number one, they don't accept cash. They only take credit card. I don't have a credit card. I just landed in the US, so I have $1,000 in my pocket, but I can't use them on the Uber because apparently they don't take cash. So I had to ask around the guys, like the security guard was there. I was like, hey, I have to get to San Jose. I have $1,000 in my pocket. Well, I didn't tell him that. I told him I have cash. How do I get to San Jose? He was like, you see those taxis? Those taxis can take you. Well, those taxis are 1.5 times expensive than Uber, generally. So I ended up with a taxi guy. He was happy to take me to San Jose, and he was trying to take a longer route, and I was trying to save my money. So I was like, no, take this route. This is faster. So well, we reached San Jose, Airbnb. The bill was $140. Within the first hour of landing in the US, I have consumed 14% of my whole month's allowance, and I very soon realized that this money that I have brought is not enough. I don't like, why do people take off their silencers of the bike? Oh my goodness, this just spoiled the video. Anyways, coming back. So I've landed in Airbnb. I've taken off my stuff, going to Airbnb. There was another friend of mine who also was joining with me. So he came like 2 days ahead of me, and he was staying at the same Airbnb. So we were like, okay, let's have something to eat. We're hungry. We're like, okay, let's go for the tea chai. Chai is the favorite thing of Pakistani people, usually in the evenings, but if you ask them anytime, they will be happy to go for it. So I was like, okay, let's go for the tea. So he was like, I didn't buy any tea and stuff. Let's go and buy something. There was a shop called 7-Eleven just across the corner. I was like, okay, I'll go get the tea, sugar, and milk. So went outside of the Airbnb, take a long breath. I'm like, landed in America. It's gonna be safe. It's no more Karachi, no more Pakistan, no more street crimes. Little did I know that's not true. So I took a left, started walking, and I see this guy. This guy is talking to a tree. That's kind of weird. So he's talking to a tree, and I was like, why do I care? I just keep walking. So I keep walking, walks past by him, and all of a sudden I turn around because this guy starts screaming at the tree. This guy basically was a zombie to me because he was not acting normal. Why would somebody start screaming at a tree? He was maybe under the influence of drugs, or maybe he was drunk, I don't know. But he was not like a normal person. He was hitting the tree with his legs, with kicking it actually. I'm like, this is kind of weird. I was like, maybe I'm in the set of World War Z. Have you guys seen the movie World War Z, where there's an infection and people become zombies? Anyways, I was like, maybe I've landed in there. Anyways, I got into the shop, got my tea and stuff. Coming back, I also bought eggs and bread because I wanted to have breakfast as well next morning. Um, Anyways, we had tea, slept, woke up in the morning. Now, I was like, okay, let's make the breakfast. I went to the kitchen, frying pan, put the oil in, egg open. I'm making a fry egg, and within like 30 seconds ish, I didn't turn on the exhaust, and little did I know that if I don't turn on the exhaust and if I don't open up the windows, the fire alarm is gonna go crazy. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and it was a shared Airbnb, so you have like own rooms, but the kitchen and other stuff, other areas you use in common. So there were like 10 other people staying in that because they have 10 rooms. 10 other people staying in that Airbnb, and 5:30 a.m. in the morning, the alarm goes on crazy, and the roof is very high. I can't touch it, and I don't know even if I touch it if it goes off. I don't know. So all I'm just looking around that this guy is lying. There's no fire. There's no fire at all. And then this guy, he was like Chinese or stuff. Chinese. He just came out. He was from China. He came out. He's like angry. What are you guys doing? No, we're cooking. There's no fire. This alarm is lying. Like, it's not lying. You should open the window and turn on this exhaust. Otherwise, it's just gonna make this noise because there's like this steam in the room. Okay, that's lesson number one. Whenever you're making egg or frying anything or cooking anything, just turn on the exhaust. Otherwise, the alarm is gonna go crazy. So that's lesson number one. We had training that day in San Francisco, so we were supposed to catch a train. The train was called Cal Train, I don't know. So we took a train, reached San Francisco. Very nice, very happy that we have a training next morning. So we landed up in the night, and it was a surprise to see how San Francisco looks like at night. In San Jose, there was one zombie. In San Francisco, there were hundreds of zombies. They were like people walking with weird, weird vibes. They were like just looking at you like crazy, and I was actually scared that this is kind of looks like very scary with all the zombies around. Later on, I discussed this with my friends, and they were like, there are people like that in San Francisco downtown at night, and you are not supposed to look at them. First things first, you're not supposed to walk in downtown at night because there are tons of those people walking around. You're just supposed to ignore them and walk past them, because if you look in their eye, and they're gonna respond, and trust me, the response is not gonna be good. Well, I just didn't talk to them. I just walked past by them, went to my hotel. Hotel was nice. Stayed there and had a nice meal at the night. Had my training. Training was nice. Coming back to San Jose at my Airbnb, we're thirsty. Google tells us you can't drink the tap water. Water is not drinkable. We have to get water bottles, like 24, crate of 24 bottles. We don't have a car. We can't catch a taxi. We'll check at the Google Maps. It says 15 minutes walk to Walmart. I'm like, yeah, that's easy. We can just, oh boy. I don't like your bikes. They didn't hear that. Walmart, 15 minutes walk. We walked to Walmart. Turns out it was 20 minutes walk because the way it was showing was going through a property which we were not supposed to walk. So 5 minutes extra detour, walk towards Walmart. Walmart. We bought the stuff with cash. We bought like other stuff as well, like whatever we want to use, like shampoos and stuff. And the trouble was, how do we carry this heavy 24 bottle crate back to the Airbnb because it's very heavy. We could just walk maybe a few yards, but not like 15 to 20 minutes walk. So I called my brother standing at Walmart using Walmart's Wi-Fi. And I was like, hey, can I have your debit card? Because I want to catch a taxi, I want to catch an Uber and take my stuff back to the Airbnb because we really can't use Uber without a card. We had to pay 5,000 rupees for that 3-minute Uber because it was expensive. So it was like $20, $25, $20, I guess. Yeah. So took us back to the Airbnb, and the next morning I went to Bank of America as well, that please give us a temporary debit card. Yeah, we now want to open a bank account. So when we opened the bank account, they gave us a temporary debit card, and we were kind of using that in Uber in the next days. And I realized within like 3 to 4 days I spent it up to $50 ish already, including that taxi amount. So I had to get a help from my relative who lives in the US. They transferred me some money in my new bank account, Bank of America, which I obviously returned when I got my first salary. But yeah, $1,000 is not sufficient, guys. So if you're going with just 1,000, also my Airbnb was already paid. So I was like thinking, 10 days already paid, 20 days I have to manage. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out is not the right approach, guys. You have to think through. It's expensive. Just make sure you make your numbers right before you go. Otherwise, it's going to be so challenging. And I hope this video was a bit of educating to you guys in terms of what would be the challenges that if you were to go to a different location for work purposes. I hope this video was educating as well as a bit of funny as well in terms of what I faced while landing in the US. And then once I got my salary, everything was good because the money was good. And it was just very, very difficult. And also another thing was that while being in Pakistan, I had my car, and when I landed in the US, I did not have a car. So walking a lot was a difficult thing for me, like walking 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, just walking around downtown for the stuff that I need. Going for social security, I just have to walk because it was 20 minutes walk. I'm like, 20 minutes walk is not a big deal. But then 20 minutes go, 20 minutes come back. I had like rashes, my shoes were not comfortable. Yeah, I had blisters on my toe. Yeah, it was quite challenging in the first month. But then once I got paid, it was far much better. So US experience was quite a bit challenging. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was educating for you in terms of how you have to manage. It might educate you a bit in terms of what amount of money you should be taking, and please make sure that you have good friends there who can guide you. Do your research. Some of this video might be helpful, some other stuff on the Google might be helpful. So do your searches before you go, otherwise you're just gonna end up like me on the airport without any credit card and no travel plans. Maybe just ask any of your friends who can give you a lift from San Francisco airport to San Jose or wherever you're going. It's not like everybody's going to San Francisco. So in future, whenever any of my friends was gonna join us in San Jose office, I made sure that I went to the airport, I picked them up myself, and I got them back to San Jose so that they don't have to face the trouble that I had to face. So I did my good thing, and I also loved long drives, so that's also a part of why I did that. And it was a good experience in the US, and let me know in the comment section if you guys have had any of the similar situations, going to a different country, or yeah. So happy to see your comments and would love to share your stories as well. uh, Hit like if you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned, guys. That's it for today. Hope you have a nice week coming ahead. It's busy season for us, so wish me luck as well. Thank you. Bye.